Welcome live inside the Union broadcast booth. Anthony Colasuono here for Game 3 here at Hawthorne Field as the Rock Springs Stallions take on the Pocatello Rebels in the last game here at Hawthorne Field today in the silver bracket, as we'll have two more games at Halliwell Field later on, as both these sides looking to advance a single-game elimination bracket out after pool play. Rock Springs, the 2nd seed. The Rebels, the 7th seed in the silver bracket. We'll take a break here. This is the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Pocatello Woodbat Classic here on MyLocalRadio.com and the MyLocal Radio Sports Network.
Serving the Bridger Valley since 1987, Bridger Valley Motors are your engine repair experts. Along with engine repair, Bridger Valley Motors offers towing services, tire alignments, brake repairs, and more. Visit Bridger Valley Motor at 217 North Main Street in Lyman.
Using the old-fashioned country tradition of barn building, Martin Sheds uses the time-honored construction techniques handed down from generation to generation. For quality, care, and attention to detail, contact Martin Sheds at 307-679-8187 to get a quote today.
Sell or buy your home with a realtor you can trust. At Cowboy State Realty, we are dedicated to helping you with all your real estate needs. At Cowboy State Realty, we are working for you. Call us at 307-200-4332 to schedule an appointment today.
The town of Mountain View is located in the historic Bridger Valley and serves as the gateway to the high Uintas. With a panoramic view of the rugged Uinta peaks, you feel like you're in paradise. Our town park and scenic river walk offer a safe place for rest and relaxation. Looking for a great place to live? Our quality of life is great and our people are very friendly. Come join our tranquil way of life. The town of Mountain View, a gateway to the high Uintas.
I don't know about you, but every time I go to the grocery store, I'm filled with anxiety. Do I have enough money? Meat prices have doubled. How can I ever work on food storage when I can hardly afford food for this week? Wyoming Wild Meats in Lyman is the solution. Weekly specials are posted on Facebook. Beef, pork, chicken for one meal or a mixed order to fill the freezer. You will find quality Gosner cheese and milk products and delicious bread. Because overhead is low, the savings are passed to every customer. Wyoming Wild Meats, offering fresh domestic meats.
Bridger Valley Electric Association provides safe, reliable, and affordable electric energy and related services to their member owners in Wyoming and Utah. Bridger Valley Electric is a consumer-owned cooperative.
Buying or selling is a simple process if you're working with the right real estate agent. This is Bobby Dalzall, broker with Big Country Properties. We have agents serving both Lincoln and Uinta counties that can assist you with all of your real estate needs. We are the top listing and selling brokerage in the Bridger Valley and strive to be honest, hardworking, and thorough. Whether buying or selling, we make it happen. Call us today at Big Country Properties, 307-782-3556.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today, 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
Our community. We love it. We live it, we support it. Trona Valley is your local credit union, and we're proud to invest in relationships that go far beyond banking. We're proud to invest in the lives of our young members and their participation in sports. You're champions in our community, and we're here to support you all the way, on a court, on the field, or elsewhere. Together, let's develop lifelong, successful financial habits. You got this. We're here for you. Trona Valley, member NCUA, TronaValley.com.
County School District number 6, each student is important. Each student has different interests. Each student has unique talents and areas for growth and development. We love and appreciate each student, and we work hard to make sure we are meeting the needs of each student so that when we all come together, we create a powerful school district filled with individual students headed for success. Uinta County School District number 6 in Lyman. It's a great day to be an Eagle.
Do you want to further your education? Are you thinking of attending college? You can start now here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach provides students with a low-cost alternative to leaving town. Western offers a variety of degrees including nursing, BAS, and our brand new cybersecurity, also offering a variety of certificate programs that can be completed all right here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach, we are your local community college.
Get back to feeling your best with Evanston Regional Hospital Physical Therapy. If you find yourself struggling with pain or limited mobility in your everyday life, your recovery starts here. With a personalized treatment plan just for you, our experienced physical therapists will help you every step of the way to reach your goals and get back to doing what you love. Call us today to schedule an appointment. Evanston Regional Hospital, helping you get your life back.
The best trips away from home always come when you know you're among friends. This is Coulter Patterson, General Manager at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. I invite you to stay with us every time you're here. We've got the absolute best staff. Lots of our team members have been working together for years, and we feel like we're a happy family. I guarantee you'll feel that when you come stay with us. We're always glad that you choose the Come On In, and we'll do everything to make your stay comfortable and relaxing. The Come On In Hotel and Suites is the best place to stay because we have the best staff in Casper. Come on in today.
The strategic plan for Uinta County School District Number 4 states, through collaboration with the entire learning community, our mission is to instill problem-solving skills in our students that will translate to a rapidly changing global environment. We work to accomplish this by constantly improving student achievement, improving student academic and behavioral skills with a district that operates efficiently and effectively. Uinta County School District Number 4, excellence in teaching, opportunity through learning.
Are you looking for a dental experience that's quicker, more precise, and more comfortable? Look no further. Welcome to Black's Fork Dental, where we bring you the latest in dental technology with our Trios 3D scanner. Our team can scan images of your teeth and gums in seconds, ensuring precise measurements and accurate results, allowing us to design personalized treatment plans tailored to your unique needs. Whether it's crowns, bridges, or clear correct treatments, we've got you covered. Right now, we're offering a 10% discount on any scan procedure. Schedule your appointment with Black's Fork Dental at blacksforkdental.com, where advanced technology meets compassionate care.
Water development, community enhancement grants, and seedling trees, education programs, and specialty workshops helping to preserve agriculture and natural resources in Uinta County. Uinta County Conservation District is here to serve you. Visit our website today at uintacountycd.com.
Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. You always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
Our world is changing, but one thing is the same. We're here for you. In these uncertain times, take comfort in knowing that modern women of America is built for this. We are built to handle uncertainties, and we've weathered many in the past 137 years, including world wars, disease outbreaks, depressions, and recessions. You may have concerns about your financial plan, but you can also have peace of mind. You got this because you have us.
Welcome back live inside the Union broadcast booth. Connect to the power of Union Wireless, Wyoming's digital highway. Anthony Colasuono alongside Aaron Poling. As soon we'll have the Rock Springs Stallions versus the Pocatello Rebels in the Lions, presented by Heritage Auto of Evanston. Heritage Auto with locations in Brigham City, Utah, Tremont, Utah, Logan, Utah, Vernal, Utah, Evanston, Wyoming, and in Diamondville, Wyoming. The starting lineups, the batting order for Rock Springs. Ryan Zotti will lead off. Griffin Garner, second. Maddox Ice, third. Landon Oliver, fourth. C. Harmon, fifth. Jackson Reese, sixth. Hayden Bledsoe, seventh. Jason Sagastumi, eighth. And Cadence Latham, ninth. with Preston Harvey on the mound. And the defensive arrangements, Zani left field, Ice in center field, Harmon in right, Oliver at shortstop, Sakastumi at second, Garner at third, Reese at first, Bledsoe behind the plate, and Preston Harvey on the mound. As the batting order for the Rebels, Fabian Avalos will lead off, Cash Williams on deck, Jonathan Adams in the hole, Maxi Leday batting fourth, Austin Anderson fifth, Mason Anderson sixth, Dadian Uribe seventh, O.C. Burns 8th, and Gavin Christensen in the 9th hole, as they are in the last game here at Hawthorne Field today, as the silver bracket will be 90% made up after this contest for tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, the winner of this game is going to move on to play tomorrow, as tomorrow should be an interesting day as well, but we've kind of had a tale of two different games here. The 5-4 game between Evanston and Malad was a wonderful, fast-paced 2-0 game where pitching really dominated the day after 2 runs were scored in the bottom half of the first. The second game of the day just kind of turned into one of those after the first inning where you kind of wish you could forget it just because it just got away from the team, got away from Sugar City in the first inning, and the Bobcats were able to take advantage.
Yeah, Bobcats won 16-1 by Mercy Rule, as at Halliwell Field, 10-0 the score, Jerome versus Green River. Jerome moves on, and then Idaho Falls Bruins win 15-6 over Blackfoot. So both those teams are out of the running. All these games, a single elimination, as we're going to be ready here really soon, as both teams prepping up, finalizing here for this game. Rebels, their uniforms, gray pants with a combination of white jersey, red sleeves, and then red, gray, and red lining going down the chest. As for Rock Springs, they are in their grays with blue and black lining. And white numbers, also white numbers for Pocatello as well, as it looks like we'll be ready here for the first pitch of this game. Harvey against Avalos. Avalos, a shortstop today for the Pocatello Rebels. Harvey kicks and fires the opening pitch, and ball one, strike one.
Yeah, I just have to remember the home plate umpire. Loud strike call initially, and then kind of delayed when he brings the hand up.
The 0-1. Avalos with a low ground ball, and field out to first. Therese in time for out number 1.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice play over there by Sagastumi. He's able to range to his right, pick it on the backhand, throw it across all in one motion to get the leadoff batter.
Now up to bat, Cash Williams playing first base today for the Rebels. The Stallions, the 2nd seed. The Rebels, the 7th seed. One out here in the top of the first. No one on base. Williams, a lefty batter. The offering and swing and a miss. Strike one.
It'll be important for Harvey to continue to attack the zone. He's done that so far. 3 pitches, 3 strikes.
Harvey winds the 0-1 and fires, and fouled off as a couple of tree branches fall right behind us.
That ball landed about 10 feet behind me.
Yeah.
Thank you, Easy Up.
0-2, yeah. Very thankful for the Easy Up this week. The 0-2 offering. Ball gets away from the catcher in Bledsoe. 1-2 here. One out on the top of the first. Harvey getting set. Fires the 1-2. Williams sends that towards foul ground and out of play in left field.
It's a good job there by Williams, just continuing the battle, continuing to fight.
Definitely good battle by Williams as now he'll get ready once again, one of the few lefties in this Rebels lineup. Harvey sets back on to the rubber. Kicks and delivers the 1-2 just outside. Williams takes a good take from Cash Williams.
Yeah, it was a breaking ball. It's kind of barreling in towards the chest of Cash Williams, able to spin out of the way.
Even 2-2, count here, 1 out in the top of the first. The 2-2 and swing and a miss, strike. Swing and a miss and a strikeout.
That's good tunneling right there as he went curveball that went inside, and then he goes fastball in the outside corner. Those pitches look very similar out of the hands of the pitcher until the curveball, it'll spin out. That one was a fastball and it stayed up. Good pitch there.
Preston Harvey's first strikeout of the day. Jonathan Adams here to the plate. Center field today as he pops one up. The shortstop and Oliver races under that one for out number 3. 3 quick outs here in the top of the first. Move to the bottom of the first after the break. This is a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Pocatello Wood Bat Classic here on MyLocalRadio.com and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Distracted driving is dangerous, but some people just can't seem to help themselves. There's the steering wheel propper, the sneak-a-peeker, the fast roller, the night-lighter. And it's not long until they become the fender benderer, the got-a-ticketer, the veering off the road, the driver who kills someone. Enough with the phones already. Just put them down.
At Reese Auto Service in Lyman, you will find highly skilled mechanics who will get the job done right the first time. They work on anything from light line jobs of tire alignments, suspension work, and oil changes to heavy line jobs of engine replacement, differentials, and all powertrain components. Make sure all your recreational vehicles are working at top speed by getting them checked at Reese Auto Service in Lyman so your time having fun doesn't end early. Reese Auto Service, 541 State Highway 413, Lyman.
Bottom of the first. Anthony Colasuono alongside Aaron Poling here in the Union broadcast booth. As the Rebels went 1-2-3 in the top. As now Rock Springs will be up to bat. Their batting order: Ryan Zotti, Griffin Garner, and Maddox Ice on deck. As Dan Uribe will be on the bump today. Zotti will take the batter's box here, playing left field for the Stallions. Both ready to go. Uribe fires the first offering. And strike 1 called. Good opening pitch by Uribe. Dan Uribe. Next pitch outside. 1-1. Zotti, the leadoff batter in today's game for the Stallions. And now 2-1. The 2-1 offering has fouled off 2-2. Even 2-2 count ahead for Zotti. Uribe punches the 2-2 and a swing and a miss and a strikeout to open the day for Uribe.
It's a nice breaking ball right there. After a steady diet of fastballs, he spins one off on the batter. Makes it hard to adjust, and he's way out in front of that one.
And now Griffin Garner to the plate here with 1 out in the bottom of the first. No one on. Uribe. Black sign, nods, kicks and fires. And just outside, ball 1. The 1-0 offering. Breaking ball that didn't break and went outside the zone, 2-0.
Yeah, look, that one slipped out of his hands. Couldn't really snap it through as it was coming out as he was trying to finish.
2-0 offering, and that is in the dirt, 3-0.
Yeah, I got to imagine Gardner's probably going to take the red light here, take this pitch regardless of whether it's in the zone or not.
Couldn't agree more. As Rock Springs wants a base runner here. And that'll be ball number 4, a one-out walk for Griffin Garner.
That's a good job getting on base. Now you want to try to keep this rolling as Maddox Ice do up.
Ice up, and then on deck is the shortstop, Landon Oliver. Ice will take the box here. Puts his hand down, and now we're ready to go once again. Runner on first, one out here in the bottom of the first. Garner going for second base and safe. The shortstop in Avalos got to the ball there, but far from the tag.
Yeah, that throw was offline, and Garner did a good job of, he was originally on the outside part of the bag, the center field side. As he cut back to the inside, was able to slide around the tag. That's good base running there, as the throw was just a little bit offline. But if that throw is online, that was a good move home from the pitcher.
Uribe with the 1-0 offering now, 2-0. Garner in scoring position here for the Stallions here in the bottom of the first. Garner on second. Ball in the dirt. 3-0. Another 3-0 count here for Uribe. And strike one as he takes a piece in the count. Uribe fires a 3-1, and Ice swings at a pitch in the dirt, 3-2. Full count ahead here. One out in the bottom of the first. 3-2 offering, and Zadi grounded to the shortstop. The throw over to Williams in time for out number 2.
Yeah, it's dangerous there from Gardner as that ground ball right at the shortstop. If they would have turned and threw it to third base, they have him dead to rights, but that ground ball advances the runner.
Vince Garner to third on the sacrifice. Outside 1-0. Oliver retakes the stance. The 1-0 from Uribe, and that is hit foul and out of play. 1-1.
Yeah, that's fair, and Cricket as it went straight backwards. Just a bit underneath that ball.
Even 1-1 offering. And that breaking ball slips from the fingers, 2-1.
I'm starting to wonder if instead of that being a breaking ball, if that could possibly be a knuckleball, because that's twice now where the ball didn't have much spin on it.
The 2-1 pitched below the zone, 3-1.
I mean, from the angle we're at, it's hard to see the movement on pitches, but you can see when a ball is lacking spin, though.
3-1 here, 2 outs. And strike 2 called. Full count here once again. Garner on third, 90 feet away from home base for the Stallions. Oliver chases at that one. It gets by the third baseman. And Griffin Garner will come home.
Yeah, when you're at third base, you're not expecting the ball to bounce up over your head. That's a tough hop over there at third. But I bet you if you talk to the third baseman over there in the form of Cash Williams, he's probably going to want that one back just because by the time it got to him, it was about chest high. But when you're starting down on a ball and suddenly it hops up on you, it's a tough play to make.
2 outs here. And Rock Springs on the board, 1-0.
Yeah, a real hard pitcher to steal off of. That ball is to the plate quickly.
Grounded to Anderson. Throw to first in time for out number 3. One run comes across for the Stallions. We'll take a break and move to the top of the second. This is the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of 2024 Pocatello Wood Bat Classic here on MyLocalRadio.com and My Local Radio Sports Network.
Out here, we've always worked remote. Out here, stress usually refers to the pull on a rope. Where a stroll in the city is also a stroll in the great outdoors. Where work is a way of life, and life is good. Out here, the backyards are big, and the deals, they're even bigger. This is southwestern Wyoming, and it's where you can get the biggest deals on a vehicle you want with plenty of hometown hospitality. Heritage Auto, your hometown dealer with the biggest deals.
Friends don't let friends drink bad coffee. Come visit For Pete's Sake for fresh made coffee, an amazing menu of home-cooked meals, and great company. Visit For Pete's Sake on the corner of 9th and Main, downtown Evanston.
Welcome back live inside the Union broadcast booth. 1-0 in favor of the Stallions as they got a run across on the ground out RBI from Landon Oliver as Griffin and Garner was able to round the bases. 1-0 in favor of the Stallions. And now up to bat for the Rebels, Maxie Leday, Austin Anderson, and Mason Anderson. Leday will take to the righty's batter box here one more time as Harvey throws one more pitch. And now we're ready to go again. The winner of this contest takes on Madison tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. as Malad will take on the winner of Game 4 in the silver bracket, which is Stansbury versus Wood River at Halliwell Field across here from Hawthorne. Leday sends one into left field, and left fielder in Zadi able to come after that one for a ball for the first out. Excuse me. Austin Anderson to the plate here. Harvey kicks and fires ball one. The 1-0 count here for Austin Anderson. Playing at second base today and outside 2-0. One out here in the top of the second. 2-0 count in favor of Anderson. And high and outside 3-0. Over at Halliwell right now, the Razorbacks up 3-0 over the Wolverines. Harvey, 3-0 offering. And strike one called. Harvey cutting his way back into this count. On deck for the Rebels is Mason Anderson. In the box is Uribe. And ball four called, and it'll be a one-out walk for Austin Anderson. First walk of the day for Harvey. Anderson, the catcher in today's game. Runner on first. Top of the second, one out. Harvey getting set here. Looks back at the runner in first in Anderson. And steps off the bump and does a little bit of a shrug and almost throws to first. So that keeps Anderson a little bit honest. Anderson once again, a medium lead off of first base. Mason Anderson at the plate. Anderson hits one straight off the catcher's mask in Bledsoe. 0-1. As up, make sure that Bledsoe's okay. And also, Bledsoe gives the thumbs up to Rocky Rondinelli and company in the Rock Springs dugout. 0-1 pitch ahead here. 1 out on the top of the second. Anderson going for second. Ball goes to the backstop. And Anderson will get to second freely on the wild pitch. Even count here, 1-1. Runner in scoring position here for the Rebels. Harvey keeps an eye on Austin Anderson. 1-1 offering to Mason Anderson. Ball in the dirt. 2-1. 1-0 in favor of the Stallions. Harvey gets it here. Keeps an eye on Anderson. Pauses and now throws the 2-1 offering. Gets away from the catcher and Bledsoe. And now Austin Anderson moves to third base on back-to-back wild pitches.
Yeah, it's got to settle down out there on the mound. Just, you can't afford to throw another one to the backstop. Now you're giving up a run, and you don't mind giving up runs, but definitely not on a wild pitch.
A 3-1 ahead. 1 out here in the top of the second. Runner 90 feet away from scoring for Pocatello. 3-1. And the ball outside. Ball 4. Runners on the corners now here. Second walk of the day and back-to-back for Preston Harvey on the bump. And we'll get a courtesy runner here in Camden Reynolds for Mason Anderson.
Over on the other side, 3-0 Razorbacks over the Wolverines, top of the first inning.
Wolverines undefeated on the season, hailing out of Millville, Utah, a little town near Logan. As now a mound meeting here just for a quick moment to ease the nerves of Preston Harvey here as he's giving up back-to-back walks.
Yeah, he started off the game pretty sharp in that first inning. It just kind of, sometimes it happens. You go in, team hits, come back out, and for some reason you can't find that rhythm you had in the first inning. But it's a good job taking a deep breath, and I'm sure they're talking strategy here with the runner on first and third. There's a good chance that runner at first is probably going to be off with a pitch, either the first or second pitch.
Once again, a mound meeting. Harvey will face Uribe, a pitcher versus pitcher battle. As the Stallions break the huddle.
See, the play I'd like to see run here is my favorite play on first and third. So you have the shortstop cover the bag. You have the second baseman cut across like he's coming to get the throw. And if you see that runner go, you cut the throw. If you don't, you let it go through, see if you can throw the runner out.
Harvey offers it. Uribe squares up, takes the bat back, and the runner in Reynolds, the courtesy runner, moves to second with a stolen base.
The one problem with the pick off to third is that if you're immediately moving that way, the third base runner is going to go back, so they know.
The 1-0 offering here, Uribe. Grounds one to Sagastumi. They're going to throw to first to Reese for the out. A run will come across on the RBI ground out.
That's a great at-bat right there. Not trying to do too much. Taking your medicine, just hitting a ground ball out to the second baseman, driving in a run. You should get an RBI out of that. That's an awesome at-bat right there from Uribe.
2 outs here in the top of the second. Runner at third. Out to the plate, O.C. Burns.
It's also a good job by the Rebels just jumping back into this one. You give up a run in the bottom of the first. Good job getting right back into it, trying to quell that momentum.
Tied game here, 1-1. Burns sends one into the gap in center field. And another run will come across. That is Reynolds. And now Pocatello holds a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, nice little bloop single over the head of the shortstop.
And an RBI single for Burns. Gavin Christensen batting in the 9th spot today. 2 outs here in the top of the second. Burns on first. Harvey with the offering and fouled off as Burns was ready to go.
Yeah, didn't waste very much time. Took off as soon as he could. See the Stallion decide to throw over.
0-1 count here for Christensen.
If I'm on the mound, I hold the ball for a while, then I pick off.
Pick off to first. And Burns is safe. Talked with the Pocatello coach. Burns' first name is O-S-I-E, but it's pronounced O-Z, not Ozzy. So a unique name here for Burns. Cool name as well.
I'd say part of the all-name team.
Yeah. 2 outs here in the top of the second. Burns goes for second base, and the throw not in time. And now another runner in scoring position for Pocatello.
Yeah, that high leg kick with the runner on base, that makes it nearly impossible for your catcher to throw him out. I prefer, with runners on, I love seeing kids go to the slide step just because it's quicker. It's quicker to the plate, but it's harder to control.
1-1 offering, 2 outs. As Harvey throws back to second base, and Burns is safe on the potential pickoff. Harvey will retake his step on the bump. One ahead. Harvey offers the 1-1. 2-1. Christensen ahead here in the count. 2 outs in the top of the second. 2-1 in favor of Pocatello. Runner on second in Burns. Harvey offers it and swing and a miss. 2-2. Burns thinks about going to third, but will take the trot back to second.
Yeah, if you're Burns, you're in scoring position already. A base hit's probably going to score you. I do like that 2-1 curveball there. Pitching backwards, you fell behind. Use that breaking ball to get yourself even in the count. Now you have your whole repertoire at your disposal.
Absolutely. Even 2-2 here. 2 outs. Top of the second. Pickoff attempt to second, and safe is Burns. Harvey puts his foot back on the rubber. The 2-2, and a strikeout to end the inning. Now in the top of, correction, not in the inning, it's in the top of the second. This is the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Pocatello Woodback Classic here on MyLocalRadio.com and the MyLocal Radio Sports Network.
Great signage is an important component to any successful business. It lets your customers know they have arrived at your doors, and it's a constant advertisement of who you are. When you install LED signage, you're taking it one step further. The ability to create color messages that move is an attention grabber. Plus, you can change the message whenever you would like. Make your business stand out with an LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign, providing service, installation, and maintenance on all signage. Rocky Mountain Sign, licensed in Wyoming and Utah. Call today for a quote, 307-789-5202.
It's lunchtime, and I'm stuck at the office.
Jackalope. The big game is on. I can't miss it just to pick up groceries.
Jackalope.
Mom, I need supplies for my school project.
Jackalope.
Doing the hopping for your shopping. Jackalope Delivery, 307-679-7174.
Jackalope.
Bottom of the second. 2-1 in favor of the Rebels. Anthony Colasuono and Aaron Poling back in the Union broadcast booth. As Uribe was ready to go, but Reese was not.
He's rearing to go. His offense came back, got him a 2-1 lead. Is a big part of that with the RBI ground out.
Uribe with the offering. Reese will take for ball 1. 1-0 here, bottom of the second. Reese Sends one towards the third base side, a pop-up, and the shortstop in Avalos takes it in for out one.
It's a good job there. Just remembering the basically rules who takes the ball. If the shortstop calls it, it is always his. As third baseman was there to make the play, but once the shortstop called it, he has the better angle on that ball because the third baseman has to go straight backwards while the shortstop can come over on an angle to see that one better.
Bledsoe at the play here for his first AB of the day. Ball one in the dirt from Uribe. Uribe offers the 1-0. 2-0 now, one out here in the bottom of the second. Uribe with the offering now 3-0 as Bledsoe has worked himself in a good count.
Yeah, he's done a good job. 3-0. Team needs base runners.
The 3-0. Strike one called. One out here.
Good take there on 3-0. You don't want to swing at that pitch at the top of the zone. It's hard to square up.
And Bledsoe will take ball four in his free base, a one-out walk.
That pitch looked like it was off this plate on the inside. As Bledsoe's going to get a courtesy runner.
Courtesy runner is number 18, Colton Lemus. One out here in the bottom of the second. Runner on first. 2-1 in favor of Pocatello. Jason Sagastumi to the plate, playing second base today for Rock Springs. Uribe gets set. An eye on Lemus at first. Potential pickoff, and Lemus is safe. Uribe eyeing Lemus once again. Gets set. Offers the first pitch to Sagastumi, and high and outside for ball one.
It's a good take, especially after a pickoff to first. The batter wants to be aggressive, wants to take a swing.
1-0, Sagastumi
like that.
Sends one into center field, and now runners at first and second in the first hit of the day for the Stallions.
Look at that line drive back up the middle. It's textbook. Can't do it much better than that.
That just hit the sweet spot of the bat.
Means you're perfectly on time. Perfect contact back up the middle. That's something as a hitter that always feels great when you just hit a line drive back up the middle.
Cadence Latham to the plate, playing DH. Lefty batter as Latham squares up the bunt attempt. Pitch goes by him, now 0-1.
Yeah, he stabbed at that one. You almost want to treat the bat like a glove and catch it. Not saying that you want to move your bat back, but when you reach forward, if you do make contact.
0-1 here. One. Latham grounds one foul towards the Rock Springs dugout. 1-2.
To finish my point about bunting, if you stab at it, it's going to be a lot harder to make contact. Plus, if you do actually make contact, you're just going to pop it up for the most part, or you're not going to really deaden the ball. You're going to turn it into more of a ground ball that's going to go deeper or go further than you want it to, make it an easier play.
3-1, 2-2 here. Excuse me. Good eye by Latham, even up the count.
Look at this backdoor breaking ball there. It's a really good 1-2 pitch.
Uribe with the 2-2. Below the zone. Catches a little bit of the dirt. 3-2, full count.
That's turned into a good at-bat at the bottom of the order.
One out here in the bottom of the second. Runners on first and second. And Latham fouls one off.
It's a good pitch right there. I mean, could have been very top of the zone, but at the plate, you don't want to take any chance of striking out looking.
Latham hops out of the way of that one and takes ball four. Now the base is loaded for the Stallions.
That brings up the top of the order. That's a great at-bat from your 9-hole guy. We talk about it all the time. The 9-hole guy's like a second leadoff hitter. If you can get that player on base, now the top of your order is hitting with runners on base.
Ryan Zotti to the plate. Fouls one off, 0-1. On deck is Griffin Garner, was able to round the bases on a walk. Zadi sends one out to left field. Christensen underneath it for out 2. The runner tags up from third and is safe. Now Saxumi going for third base and is out on the tag. That will do it for the bottom of the second. This is a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Pocatello Wood Bat Classic here on MyLocalRadio.com and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Hiking in the summer, hunting in the fall, and sledding in the winter are a vital part of living in Lyman, Wyoming. Visiting the historic Heritage Park with its splash pad and updated playground are a must for summertime activities. Visit the new Frisbee Golf Course and make new memories with your family and friends. The town of Lyman is a quiet, peaceful place with some of the best residents in the state. Stop in today and make some new friends and memories that will last forever.
Dad, I feel like I got something in my eye.
Let me have a look. Natural protective features of the eye, such as eyebrows, eyelids, eyelashes, and tears, are not always enough. I've been helping people for 14 years, removing anything from metal, glass, or plastic from their eyes. I've even removed a bug that flew into my own eye. At Uinta Eye and Vision, we can help you find the perfect eye protection for playing sports or performing hazardous work to help prevent eye injuries.
Call Uinta Eye and Vision today to schedule your appointment to protect your precious eyesight. Uinta Eye and Vision, 307-789-3937.
Top of the third here inside the Union broadcast booth. Anthony Colasuono alongside Aaron Pollingen here for the Uinta Eye and Vision third inning. Our vision is to improve yours, and we'll like to thank one of our sponsors, Evergreen Financial Partners. When planning your financial future, trust experts at Evergreen Financial Partner with offices in Pocatello at 450 East Street and a new location in Preston at 713 South Suite 200. You can set your appointment online at evergreenfinancialpartners.net.
Oh, you absolutely beat me to it. I was about to just do the same thing. This has been a pretty good ball game through 2 innings. I mean, there's been a lot to like, a lot of different things. It's a nice play there from behind the plate. In that last half inning, I wanted to point out, when you see that ball get in the air, especially if you're the runners on second and third, you want to tag up. Get to the bag, get back to the bag, because that's definitely not going to be a ball over someone's head. If they drop it and you're throwing out, that's fine.
Avalos fouls one off and just nicks the top of the backstop netting.
But the last thing that you want is a situation where they got caught in between. You have to go back to the bag and then try to go to third, where if you're on the bag, you can advance on the throw home.
0-1 here as Avalos starts the top of the order once again here for the Rebels. 1-1. 2-2 the score in a good matchup. Close one here. Both teams know that a loss and they're out of this tournament. A win, and they play tomorrow for potentially the championship in the silver bracket. Popped up. Oliver calls everyone else off at short and out number 1.
It's a good pitch there, top of the zone. Batter got underneath it and lifted it high in the air. As a pitcher, that's one of the best feelings in the world. Outside of a strikeout, getting a guy to pop up to your infielder.
Cash Williams to the plate. First at bat struck out. Harvey nods his head. Fires the first offering to Williams here on his second AB, and ball outside 1-0.
The Stallions are able to come back and tie. You want to shut down inning out here on the mound, as once you get back into the game, you want to get right back to the plate to hit.
1-0. Williams with a grounder towards Oliver. The throw over in time to Reese for out number 2.
It's a pretty good stretch there by Reese, as if he sits back and waits on that ball, it's probably in the dirt. Instead, he goes out, stretches, is able to pick it at about his ankles. It's a good play over there by first. Good play over at short, too, as well from Oliver.
First baseman who can try to stretch out and get that ball.
Oh, yeah, in high school.
Is always a huge advantage.
In high school, our first baseman would do the splits. It was the craziest thing ever.
Jonathan Adams to play here after 2 quick outs. Harvey kicks a leg and fires. Throw was out. The pitch was outside. 1-0. Two outs here in the top of the third. No one on base. The 1-0 and fouled off. 1-1. This last game today here at Hawthorne. We'll have two more on the way at the other field here at this beautiful complex.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. We are down to 2 days left in this tournament. And boy, it's been a lot of fun watching these teams navigate through pool play now into the elimination games.
The 1-1. Grounded up to Oliver. Tries the quick throw. Off to Reese for out. No, they're going to say he's safe. And the top of the third will continue for the Rebels.
Yeah, it's a good hustle down the line. I mean, that's a tough play. Left-handed batter. Or excuse me, a batter just kind of slaps one down in the field at shortstop with these wood bats. The balls aren't off the bat as hot as you think they are. Trying to charge field and throw at the same play. I mean, that's a pretty good play at short from Oliver. Just wasn't in the cards that time.
Maxie Liday up to the plate. Two outs here in the top of the third. Squares, takes it back. The runner going to second.
Oof.
And stumbles on the bag. Looks like he is okay.
Yeah, I think he got caught in between trying to round the bag and then trying to stop just because the catcher dropped the ball. Probably wasn't a good time to round. Time just get on the bag.
1-0. Strike one call. Now even 1-1 count.
It's a good job, though, stealing the base with 2 outs. You know, tie game. Now you got to get yourself an opportunity where if you do get a base that you have an opportunity to score, especially with good wheels on second.
Pick off attempt at second. No good. Runner safe at the bag. 2-2 the score. Top of the third. 2 outs. Runner in scoring position. Liday flew out to left field on his first at-bat. The 1-1 pitch, and that is fouled off. 1-2 as a runoff. And Maddox Ice wins that one against Austin Anderson. As both players ran to go get the foul ball.
Hey, good job understanding we're on a time limit, hustling over.
1-2. The count here for Liday. Harvey with the 1-2 offering. Ball in the dirt. Throw to third. Not in time. And the runner advanced, and now it's 90 feet away.
I don't think that runner was trying to steal that base. I think he took off when he saw it in the dirt. It's a tough play from behind the plate from Bledsoe. Is, you know, you're on your knees trying to make that throw.
2-2 offering from Harvey, and that is out of play. Foul ball will continue that bat.
And don't get me wrong, some catchers do throw the ball down to second base from their knees, but when they're doing that, they're in their stance in a good athletic position, then they're falling forward, getting momentum into the throw. On that one, he's sliding to his right, trying to block it, picks it up, already on his knees. That's an all-arm throw with no momentum behind it. Makes it much tougher.
2-2 even count. 2 outs here in the top of the third. Runner at third and just outside. Now a full count here.
It's a good pitch right there. Just missed. Now you have to come into the zone. You don't necessarily have to throw a strike to get this out. If you have a breaking ball, you can start it in the zone, break it out.
Full count offering, and that tipped foul.
Yeah, batter fouled that off of himself. It landed in fair territory, but it hit the batter in the leg. Good call by the home plate umpire.
(3-2) here, 2 outs, top of the third. Score tied at 2-2. Harvey fires the 3-2 and just outside. And now runners on the corners with a 2-out walk for Liday.
Interesting to see how the Stallions play this situation with 2 outs. If you're confident in your ability to throw the runner out at second base, you can fire it down. If you get the out, that probably won't matter with the run scoring. But if you throw it down to second base, you almost concede the run for an attempt at an out.
Austin Anderson was able to round the bases last time for the first one of the day, and the pickoff attempt gets away, and the runner from third is in to score, and Adams gives the Rebels a 3-2 lead.
I'm not a fan of a pitcher ever picking off to third. It doesn't sound like the Rock Springs dugout is either. So, I mean, the only thing that can happen on that play is something goes wrong, or you just throw it to your third baseman and get it right back. With 2 down, batter in the batter's box, I'd much rather go after the hitter because you get an out, you're out of it. Instead, they throw it away.
3-2 the score. A little grounder towards the first baseman. Reese cannot get under it, and Anderson is safe at first.
That was a jam job as Anderson rings out his hands as that pitch was barren on the hands. It's a great job on the mound, great pitch, just that time too good of a pitch.
As now we'll have a mound discussion here. 3-2 the score. 2 outs here in the top of the third. Runners on the corners. Mason Anderson up to bat. Dan Uribe on deck.
It's a good time for a mound visit. Just settle him down. Fortunately, that ball didn't get out of the infield, so you don't give up the run. You're kind of bummed out because you got the result you wanted. You got a ground ball.
Yeah.
Just, you kind of got a tough luck ground ball there as you jammed him up. And when you hit the ball has so much spin on it going sideways, it bounces, and that's why, I think that's why Reese had a tough time with that, as it kind of exploded on him. But good job by Reese, though, on a real tough play, knocking it down. It's a play you want to make as a first baseman, but it's much better that he knocked it down, catch it down the infield versus, letting it go by in that run scoring.
Absolutely. Anderson to the plate, squares the bunt attempt, and the runner goes to second. Ball 1 called. Anderson ducked out of the way of the ball. Preston Harvey facing a 1-0 count. Anderson pops one up. Garner reaching back. Sagastumi there as well. And Oliver races in and actually drops it. And now...
Hey, great pitch on the mound by Harvey. There's nothing more you can do. You did your job. It's just the wind.
As now Camden Reynolds comes in once again as a courtesy runner. Two outs. Uribe to the plate. Runner goes. And now runner's in scoring position.
If you're Harvey, you just got to shake it off. I mean, you made a good pitch. You just got to continue to make good pitches, see if you can get out of this one.
Popped up. Bledsoe trying to run out that one as that one goes into the bleachers right next to us. 1-1.
It's good communication there. That might have been the crowd that actually communicated, but
yeah,
the dugout was letting them know it's up where it's at, and there's usually someone along the fence line letting the player know, just so that way you don't go crashing into this pallet back here. It'd be a lot of wood chips flying, as it's very painful to run into that.
Runners on second and third. Ball 2 and a good step off for Bledsoe as he popped right away.
It's any perimeter player, catcher, left fielder, right fielder, first baseman, third baseman's nightmare of running towards that fence and not hearing where it is.
The 2-1. Good block by Bledsoe, now 3-1.
And then with the plywood back here, that's another little loop that you run into. You run into a fence, it doesn't hurt that much. You run into some plywood.
It's gonna leave
damage.
Leave a mark. 3-1 offering, and outside is now the bases are loaded. Here in the top of the third for the Rebels.
Update on the other field as it looks like the Wolverines were able to claw across 2 runs. Now 3-2 over there on the Gold side. As we're going to get a pitching change.
We'll take a break here. This is the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Pocatello Woodbat Classic here on MyLocalRadio.com and the MyLocal Radio Sports Network.
When shopping for a new home or property, it's important that your realtor works to make the whole process simple. Serving customers for almost 20 years, the professional agents at Bridger Valley Realty will provide you with the information and resources you need to keep it simple without missing a step. Shopping for the perfect home or property can be a lot of fun.
Trust the Valley's proven realtors. Stop by and see us today.
On your way to Flaming Gorge or the Uinta, stop in at the store, formerly known as the Cash Store in Fort Bridger, to top up on gas or grab those last-minute snacks. Visit the store today in Fort Bridger, Wyoming. The store is proud to support the students of the Bridger Valley.
When you're looking for great deals on a vehicle, you'll find them at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston. With 2 locations to serve you, let your adventure start here. Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston, legend driven.
When you have an appointment with the dentist, it's reassuring to know that you're going to be seen by experienced, well-trained professionals. At Bear River Dental in Evanston, Dr. Lester, Dr. Owens, and Dr. Welch check every box. Plus, they're really nice people. Their passion to provide excellent dental care is reflected in everything from state-of-the-art equipment to a professional, hard-working staff. Choose the professionals at Bear River Dental, serving patients of all ages. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Helpful, friendly, and knowledgeable. The staff at Kazine's Ace Hardware is ready to assist with any home improvement project. Kazine's Ace Hardware, the helpful place, has expanded their store and inventory to meet your every need. Next time you're updating, painting, or maintaining your home, or you're in need of small engine repair on your lawnmower, chainsaw, or snowblower, visit Kazine's Ace Hardware at 800 Front Street in Evanston.
Out here, we've always worked remote. Out here, stress usually refers to the pull on a rope. Where a stroll in the city is also a stroll in the great outdoors. Where work is a way of life, and life is good. Out here, the backyards are big, and the deals, they're even bigger. This is southwestern Wyoming, and it's where you can get the biggest deals on a vehicle you want with plenty of hometown hospitality. Heritage Auto, your hometown dealer with the biggest deals.
Welcome back live here as bases are loaded. Top of the third as a strike here for Burns against the new pitcher on the mound, Damian Valerio. The 0-1. Burns sends one up. Oliver racing under it at short for the final out in the top of the third. We'll move to the bottom of the third here after the break. This is the First Bank of Wyoming presentation, 2024 Pocatello Woodbat Classic here on MyLocalRadio.com and the MyLocal Radio Sports Network.
Auto, home, life, renters, and business all have one thing in common. They all need insurance. Choosing the right agent is always hard. Choose the agent that takes a professional and individual approach to each client. At Farmers Insurance in Lyman, you will find that agent. Farrell is a down-to-earth person who loves hunting, fishing, and above all, his family. Come in and visit him and his friendly staff for a quote today at 37 Mountain Meadow Street, Suite B in Lyman.
At Y-Hi, "We're with you" is more than just 3 simple words. It encompasses the principles we live by to serve our members and local communities. So if you're looking to keep your banking relationships local with a partner who will always be there for you, look to us. We're Y-Hi. We're Wyoming. We're with you. Visit yhi.org to learn how you can be a part of something bigger today.
Bottom of the third inside the Union broadcast booth. Anthony Colasuono alongside Aaron Poling as it's the UNTI Vision third inning. Our vision is to improve yours, and also shout out to our scoreboard sponsor, Modern Woodman Financial. Thank you so much for being our scoreboard sponsor here at the 2024 Pocatello Woodbat Classic. A hit by number 14, Griffin Garner, as that flies out towards left field. Ooh. Christensen drops it. Garner rounds first and will stop at second base.
And that is why you run hard out of the box every time, just in case.
Yes.
Good effort there from Garner. And that's a couple of balls up in the air we've seen drop is, really to the left side. That ball is really getting blown back towards the middle of the field.
Maddox Ice to the plate here. Landon Oliver on deck. Strike one called as that pitch tagged the inside of the zone. 0-1. The 0-1 offering, and now 1-1. Runner in scoring position here as Ice represents the game-tying run. The 1-1 now at 2-1 as Ice put his left foot away from the inside pitch.
Giant hole on the right side of the infield.
Ice tags one foul.
I can turn on the ball like that, I can see why. But if he's able to now with 2 strikes, choke up and protect. If you get a pitch on the outside part of the plate, if you get a ground ball that right side with nobody out, at minimum, that runner's going to advance to third.
4-2 score in favor of Pocatello. That ball gets away. Good block by the catcher and Mason Anderson. Now a full count here, 3-2.
I think that was a knuckleball. That looked like a knuckleball to me. It broke differently than his curveball and didn't look like it had any spin on it. Curious to see.
Uribe gets set, the 3-2. Ice sends one up. The shortstop and Avalos calling everyone else off as now another pop fly dropped as the wind got a hold of that one again and went out of the glove of Avalos.
Yeah. At this point, though, the wind's blowing. You kind of have to make an adjustment. You have to understand that you want to try to attack the ball from, the right field side of the baseball, so that way it's coming back towards you.
Landon Oliver in the box and a bunt attempt. Oliver trying to run it out.
What a play that was. That was
and
a tremendous
throw
bunt.
In a time for out number 1 here in the bottom of the third.
Credit to Uribe for jumping off the mound and making that play. That was a beautiful bunt down the third base line from Oliver. Just an even better play. As you did your job, you almost got yourself a single. But now you have an opportunity here to tie the ball game with 1 base hit.
Steve Harmon to the plate. Today playing in right field. Harmon skies one into center as Burns drops it. And the runner from third in. And the throw gets away from Williams. And another run will come across for Rock Springs.
The pitcher, Uribe's got to be backing that play up. After you see the drop, I know he's frustrated because he got the pop-up that he wanted. But you got to get behind third base so that way if that ball gets away, that extra run doesn't score.
Harmon to second. One out here in the top of the bottom of the third, excuse me. Ball gets away. Harmon going to the third base bag and slides in safely on the wild pitch.
Rocky Rondinelli, manager of the Rock Springs Stallions, laughing with his player as he was telling him he was up from about 50 feet away from the bag. He still slid.
1-0. Reese. Grounder straight to Williams, and the throw to the catcher and Anderson in time for out number 2.
That's a great play. Contact play on for the Stallions. Ground ball to third. Great play over at third by Williams, coming home, getting the play. Cutting down that go-ahead run, and You know, that's why you play that corner infielder in.
2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Reese reaches on the fielder's choice. 4-4 here in the bottom of the third. Reese on first. Bledsoe to bat here on deck is Jason Sagastumi, if we can get to that point with 2 outs. Uribe gets set, offering, and Bledsoe sends that. It gets past the glove of Adams. Reese getting the sign around third and will be safe at home. And now 5-4 in favor of the Stallions.
So someone has to let the second baseman know that you have an opportunity at the plate. As I thought they had a chance, because it felt like Reese, when he got to third base, kind of slowed down to make sure he got the bag. But someone's got to be talking on the infield, mostly your catcher. You got to let your fielders know where to come, where to throw the ball. They have their back to the play.
Colton Lemus, the courtesy runner in for Hayden Bledsoe. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third.
Communication is key at the catcher position, as you really have to be the captain of the infield, especially when the ball is in play.
That ball low, 2-0 here for Sagastumi.
Especially when in play, the catcher is really the one directing traffic. They're the air traffic controller. You got to let players know where to go with the ball.
That hits Sagastumi, and he will take to first base.
This is a long inning for Uribe. Still just 1 pitch away from getting out of it.
Canes Latham, the DH. The lefty at the plate. Got on base with a walk. Outside, 1-0.
I'd like to see him take his time a bit. He's getting into the stretch. He's coming set, and as soon as he can legally do so, he's going home. Take a deep breath.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. Lemus at second. Sagastumi at first. The even 1-1 offering from Uribe. Swing and miss, strike 2. As Latham took a big swing at that.
One thing it also does, if you're on second base, as soon as he comes set, if you just take off running, you're probably going to steal third, as he's not really varying his times to home.
Checks back on that one, out 2-2.
It's now 4 or 5 straight pitches where he's been on the same count to the plate.
As Uribe will step off here, and time called by Latham. Even 2 count, bomb the third, 2 outs. Latham, a smooth grounder to Uribe. The throw to first in time for out number 3, but not before 3 runs come across for the Stallions. We'll take a break here and move to the top of the 4th. This is the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of 2024 Pocatello Wood Bat Classic here on MyLocalRadio.com and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Hey, Dad, can I go play outside?
Yes, you can, but don't forget your sunglasses. Did you know that sunglasses with UV protection can help lower your risk of eye calluses, early cataracts, and macular degeneration? At Uinta Eye and Vision, we can help you find the perfect pair of prescription or non-prescription sunglasses from companies like Ray-Ban, Oakley, Maui Jim, and more. Call Uinta Eye and Vision today to protect your eyes from the sun.
Uinta Eye and Vision, 307-789-3937. Uinta Eye and Vision, 789 eyes.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in the industrial construction and support services since 1982. We have the crews and equipment for hydro excavation, dirt and equipment hauling, as well as produced and potable water hauling. We also offer septic tank cleaning services, portable toilets, and roll-off dumpster rentals for facility shutdowns, on location or for your next outdoor event. Call us today to discuss how we can help with your next project. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Welcome back live inside the Union broadcast booth. Anthony Colasuono alongside Aaron Poling as a crazy Bottom of the third saw Rock Springs bring 3 runs around. Valerio with the first offering here in the top of the fourth. Just one more practice pitch. I was ready to go. I thought the batter was already in the box. I
appreciate it. It's all right. It's been a long week.
Big blooper on air right there.
It's all right. Over on
boy.
the Halliwell side, 3-3, Wolverines have crawled all the way back to tie. I used the word claw last time. Didn't even realize. Didn't mean to make a pun, but Wolverines do claw. Just
They
like
do.
a certain Wolverine football team. Claw
Yes,
the
Michigan
national title.
Wolverines.
Yeah.
Glad I can make you laugh, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy.
Wait, what?
Oh.
I was going to say, who's going to call that a strike? The umpire's over here.
I know.
Here we go. First pitch.
Okay, Gavin Christensen now in the box here for the Rebels. Outside 1-0. Here for Christensen. No outs. As that is fouled off. And about 3 feet from where I'm sitting is where the ball lands.
You could have made that play.
I probably actually could have.
That's your ball?
Yeah. Even count here, 1-1. Top of the fourth, no outs. And Christensen over the head of Sagasumi as he tried to reach the outreach glove. And Harmon fields it, and a leadoff single for the center fielder.
Damon Valero, we have some stats on him. 12 innings pitched on the season. He is 1-0 on the mound. He's picked up a save in his only save opportunity. He has allowed 26 runs, only 18 of them earned on 14 walks, struck out 13. He's hit 4 batters. He's stranded 16 men on base, though.
Runner on first, no outs here in the top of the fourth, 5-4. 0-1.
It's been kind of a back and forth game with all the traffic that's been on the base paths. Haven't been a whole lot of clean innings from pitchers, just back and forth. Something you love to see in a baseball game. Just a lot of action happening at all times.
Oh, an offering to Avalos. Gets past the third baseman into left field. And runners on first and second.
Yeah, I think these third basemen should back up a little bit as Garner was playing on the grass. And there's something in that grass that keeps bouncing, having the ball hop up high. Where typically on a baseball field, you see about maybe knee-high bounces and below. We've seen a couple at third base where they're really taking a shot at the third baseman when it's bouncing high. It's tough to make that play.
Williams at the plate here, 0 for 2 on the day. Runners on first and second, and Valerio steps off the bump, trying to pick off the second, but Christensen was ready and put his foot back on the second base bag.
Third base is more about self-defense than anything, really.
5-4 the score in favor of Rock Springs. Williams sends one into right field, and Harmon with the catch for out number 1.
It's a good job there out in right field, getting behind the ball, coming in, throwing. Although it wasn't deep enough for the runner to tag. The one thing you don't want to do is give up the 90 feet because you got lazy and didn't get behind the ball.
Yeah. One out here in the top of the fourth. Just over an hour played in this matchup. Jonathan Adams at the plate. Bunt attempt, foul. 0-1.
It's probably a break that one went foul for Pocatello, just because for the Rebels, if that stays fair, the catcher can come up, he can fire to third and get that lead out.
Valerio. Getting set here.
I would like to see him try to bunt down that third baseline for a hit, especially with Garner playing back as far as he is.
0-1 opportunity, 1 out. Grounder to Oliver to second, looking for third. And the throw to first not in time, but the force out at second for out number 2.
Good play defensively, but base running wise, though, it didn't cost him. That runner sliding head first into second base. That's a dangerous play just because second baseman's trying to navigate the path to get your hand stepped on. You want to go in feet first, try to break up that double play. Probably more on a ball that would be hit hard.
Yeah.
That one,
Yeah.
that one's not going to be a double play for the most part just because it was eaten alive by the grass and slowed down. But you want to go in with your feet first. You don't want to go cleats high, but you want to try to slide feet first, try to break that double play up.
2 outs here today. Focus back the bunt and swings out of the way. Throw to second, not in time. And Adams will move to second base.
Surprised that runner at third didn't try to go home. Just because that's such a tough play, throwing it all the way to second on the stolen base, then trying to turn around and throw it home to throw that runner out. It's a tough play to make, but, you know, I do understand not wanting to risk it with 2 outs.
Mm-hmm.
There's a time and a place in being tied, or excuse me, being down 1. I think the Rebels are content with trying to get an opportunity with an at-bat to take the lead.
Absolutely.
Which, you know,
you don't want to be over aggressive.
Yeah, that's I mean,
especially in a one-run game. And now the 1-1 after the swing and a miss from Leday.
Well, especially because you got some guy like me sitting under a pop-up tent. If he gets thrown out, that's going to second-guess it. So, I mean, I get it. Now you have an opportunity here. Retake the lead in the 4th inning.
1-1 opportunity, 2 outs here in top of the 4th. 2 runners in scoring position for the Rebels as Leday ducks out of that one. 2-1. Christensen at third, Adams at second. Valerio nods his head. Gets set here for the 2-1, 2 outs in the top of the 4th. The offering and fouled off by Leday, 2-2.
Good swing there from the plate. Just a little bit late on that fastball.
The 2-2. And now a full count as Leday waited on that pitch.
It's a good take. Pretty good breaking ball, 2-2. You know, that first base bag open, you don't necessarily have to throw a strike to get this out, but you also don't want to walk the batter and load the bases.
Yep. 3-2 now is Valerio looking at the runner at third, and Christensen throws the 3-2 and a strikeout to end the top of the 4th. We'll go to a break. This is the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Pocatello Wood Bat Classic here on MyLocalRadio.com and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
We offer rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. For example, your home's heating and air conditioning system draws significant amount of electricity during certain times of the year. We offer cashback for heat pumps, which use energy-efficient technology to heat and cool your home. We also offer rebates on appliances and smart accessories like smart plugs and smart switches. Really, for anything that draws electricity in your home, we usually have some type of rebate to offer you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
When participating in sports, there's always a lot to talk about performing at the top of your game. I'd like to expand on that and ask, how about performing at the top of your game in every part of your life? This is Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic. I offer solutions to help improve all aspects of your game called life. Pain management, migraines, allergies, emotional release, nutritional supplements based on blood tests, and improved athletic performance. To help you perform at the top of your game every day, call today to schedule an appointment in Evanston or in Kemmer. Hoover Chiropractic, 307-789-0043.
Bottom of the 4th, welcome back live inside the Union broadcast booth.
Oh!
As that one fouled off by Rock Springs and Ryan Zotti. Bottom of the 4th. On deck, Griffin Garner in the hole, Maddox Ice. Zadi pops one up. The catcher and Anderson trying to track it down and gets it for out number 1.
That is one of the tougher plays in baseball, is that pop-up to the catcher. You would think just because the ball doesn't go very far that it's an easy play, but when the ball goes behind you, there's a tendency for the ball to keep spinning, and it kind of trails back towards home plate. Good job getting his face turned towards the backstop to make that play.
Ball 1 to Griffin Garner. Uribe still on the mound.
Over on the Halliwell side, 5-3.
1-0 now. That ball clips the inside corner of the zone, 1-1.
The Wolverines have come all the way back to take the lead.
Our Wolverines team is pretty dang good at baseball. Garner sends one out into left field and tracked down by Christensen after a few little right to left scoots.
Yeah, it was a good job getting back to that ball. I mean, he kind of spun his back, and usually when you see an outfielder spin like that, usually that's the kiss of death and that ball's getting over his head, or they're not going to be able to make the play. But good job staying with it and making the play.
Yeah.
You don't get style points for taking the perfect route to the ball. You're just getting out if it's in the glove.
Ball 1 for Maddox Ice. 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 4th. 5-4 in favor of the Stallions. Ice.
Ooh,
pops one. That's actually fair. That's going to land fair just right over the first baseman. Ice rounding first and will stop at second base.
Good little piece of hitting there from Maddox Ice going the other way. Just shooting it down that right field line just over the outstretched glove of the first baseman.
First baseman is Leday.
Max Leday, yeah.
Runner in scoring position here. Bottom of the 4th, 2 outs, 5-4 in favor of Rock Springs. Landon Oliver at the plate. 0-4-2. Ball 1 called. Pops one up. The first baseman of the day chasing after it. And that's going to go out of play. 1-1.
I see the pitcher step off for a second. He's got both of his right fielder and first baseman trying to retreat back to position. Last thing you want to do is throw a pitch where you're, especially your first baseman's out of position.
The 1-1. Oliver waits on it, looks at a strike, looking 1-2. Oliver gets back into the box. 1-2 outside. Now a 2-2. Uribe gets set, fires a 2-2 offering. Oliver chops one foul past the Rebels dugout.
Yeah, on the mound, if you got anything a little bit slower than what you just throw, I'd go to it. Sort of knuckleball a few times. If you're able to control that, maybe that's the pitch you go to.
2-2.
He did, just missed high.
Outside, 3-2. Oliver hits it foul. Once again, survives for another pitch.
It's also not real often you see a kid throw a knuckleball as one of the pitches in his repertoire. Usually if it's a knuckleballer, that's about all they throw, and they'll mix in the fastball. Just because the knuckleball is so hard to throw, you have to throw it constantly.
Ball 4 call now. Runners on first and second. Fourth walk of the day for Uribe. Harmon in the box here. 1-0. 0 for 2 on the day. Takes a swing at that, and that will go foul. 1-1. As now we'll get some new balls for the umpires The catcher and Anderson will toss one out to Uribe. Even 1-1, 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Rock Springs up, fight forward runner on first. Ball in the dirt. Good block by Anderson. 2-1 count here for Steve Harmon.
If you're Harmon at the plate, you're looking for a certain pitch in a certain spot.
Harmon, 2-1. And now get into left field. Garner rounding third.
Oh, they got him.
The tag got him in time for out number 3 here in the bottom of the fourth. We'll move to the top of the fifth after the break. This is the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Pocatello Woodbat Classic here on MyLocalRadio.com and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
When you're looking for great deals on a vehicle, you'll find them at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston. With 2 locations to serve you, let your adventure start here. Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston, legend driven.
Farming requires working with the right equipment. At Covelo Auto Farm Service, you will find the right size tractor, tractor accessories, cattle chutes, and calf corrals for all your farming needs. Covelos has all your auto needs as well. From fluids to belts to protection for your hands, they've got you covered. Covelos also offers a service center for your truck and tractors in one convenient location. Covelos is your one-stop farm and auto shop. Stop in and see them today at 80 Reese Road in Lyman. Covelos Auto Farm Service.
Top of the fifth here. Anthony Colasuono live inside the Union broadcast booth. Aaron pulling in to step out just for a quick second here as we get rolling once again here soon. 5-4 in favor of Rock Springs in the 2-7 silver bracket matchup. Austin Anderson will bat on deck. Mason Anderson in the box. Dan Uribe. As the scoring breakdown so far, Rock Springs got 1 run in the bottom of the first, making it 1-0. And then the Rebels responded with 2 in the top of the second. Rock Springs responded with 1 run in the bottom of the second, so that tied it up 2-2. And then top of the third, the Rebels took a 4-2 lead. And then the bottom of the third, Rock Springs put 3 runs on the board to take the lead from behind. So now it's 5-4. Here in the top of the fifth.
I that wrong, but whatever. Just go.
Valerio gets ready. Austin Anderson enters the box. Top of the fifth. Valerio. First offering in the top of the fifth, and ball 1 called. 1-0. Close game here as the Rebels want to get a win here on their home field. Valerio, the 1-0 offering. Grounded out to Sagastumi. The throw to Reese at first in time for out number 1. One out here in the top of the fifth. Anderson up to the plate.
That's such a fucking soft thing. Oh, sorry. I'm just going to walk away. I'm just going to sit here for a second.
The 0-1. One out here in the top of the fifth. 5-4 the score in favor of the Stallions. 0-1 count here for Mason Anderson. Anderson skies one into center field, and ice there for out number 2. 2 quick outs, and now Uribe to the plate here. On deck will be Aussie Burns if we get to that point here in the top of the 5th.
That's
Valeria only 2 hits allowed. Swinging a miss, strike 1. The 0-1 here. Two outs. No one on base. Swinging a miss, strike 2. Valeria with the heat past the starting pitcher in Uribe for Pocatello. Rock Springs looking to shut out the Rebels for a second consecutive inning. And tipped back into the glove of Bledsoe for a strikeout. We'll move to the bottom of the 5th after the break. This is the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Pocatello Wood Bat Classic here on MyLocalRadio.com and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Great signage is an important component to any successful business. It lets your customers know they have arrived at your doors, and it's a constant advertisement of who you are. When you install LED signage, you're taking it one step further. The ability to create color messages that move is an attention grabber. Plus, you can change the message whenever you would like. Make your business stand out with an LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign, providing service, installation, and maintenance on all signage. Rocky Mountain Sign, licensed in Wyoming and Utah. Call today for a quote, 307-789-5202.
In the past, when you needed a crown, it took multiple appointments and a mouthful of goop to create a mold of your teeth. Those days are gone. Bear River Dental has equipment that gets your crown done in one appointment.
So this is the scanner for our same-day crowns, and as you can see, we go through, we scan it, and then we're able to design exactly what your crown's going to look like, and then we send that to the mill, and it's going to cut it out. It's going to look just like it's shown on the screen.
The same-day crown machine builds your new crown for a perfect fit. Same-day crowns are one of the many services offered at Bear River Dental in Evanston. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Bottom of the 5th here inside the Union broadcast booth. Anthony Colasuono on the call. Now 0-2. Reese at the plate. Bledsoe on deck. Sagastumi in the hole. Ball 1 called. As Rocky Ronanelli says at third base, confidence drives baseball. I like baseballs. I like it. 2-2. As right now, Rock Springs beaming with confidence, but with a 1-run lead, a flip of a switch, and this game could end up on the other side. Now full count here, 3-2. The full offering from Uribe. And it'll be ball 4 for Reese, and the Rock Springs dugout loves the effort from their first baseman. Good look by Reese on that pitch. Now runner on first. Bledsoe 0 for 1 on the day. Did round the bases earlier on. The 1-0. Bledsoe sends one into center field and caught by Adams for out number 1. Sagastumi to the plate here for Rock Springs. On deck, Cadence Latham. And if we get to the point in the hole is Ryan Zotti, and that would start the if Rock Springs can get to that point here with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. Runner at first in Reese. Ball down below the zone, 1-0. Sagastumi takes a moment, enters the box once again. Uribe eyeing Reese at first, the 1-0. And strike one as that caught the inner third of the zone. Now, even count here, 1-1. One out here in the bottom of the 5th. Sagastumi grounds one over to Williams. The throw to second in time. And Sagastumi will reach on the fielder's choice. The force out of Reese at second. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 2nd. Runner at first. Cadence Latham to the plate. Over the head of Latham, the DH in this matchup, 1-0. Bottom of the 5th, 2 outs. Pickoff attempt at first of Sagastumi, no good. Uribe still on the mound here for Pocatello. 1-run lead for Rock Springs. Latham sends one up and fouled away. 1-1 even count. 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Latham with a little dribbler as the outfielder rushes in to throw. Not in time as Latham dives to first base. As now runners on first and second, and I love the extra effort from Cadence Latham. So he'll get on with a single. 4th hit allowed today by Uribe. The order starts over here with Ryan Zotti. Strike one call. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. As it's 5:01, this game started at 3:30, so 29 more minutes according to the start of the game. As all these games here in these tournaments have a 2-hour limit, a new inning can't be started after 2 hours. So it's imperative here for the Rebels to get this final out so that they can get up to bat and try to take the rest of the time, because say it's 5:28, they get 2 runs around. That's ball game as a hit by pitch, and now the bases are loaded for the Stallions. Sagastumi at third, Latham at second, Zotti at first. Griffin Garner to the dish here, 0 for 2, sends one up into second base, and the catch by Austin Andrew for out number 3. We'll take a break here and move to the top of the 6th. This is the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Pocatello Woodbat Classic on MyLocalRadio.com and the MyLocalRadio Sports Network.
What is Uinta BOCES #1? It's your community college to pursue your degree or certificate. It's high school equivalency. It's CPR and other workforce training. It's cooking and computer classes. It's 3D printers, vinyl cutters, and other free tools. We're many different things to many different people, meeting the education needs of the place we call home. So what is Uinta BOCES #1? That's for you to decide. Come see us today and let us help you make your educational dreams come true.
The tires you drive on matter. Tire quality and condition affect overall safety and how your vehicle performs. Having the right air pressure in your tires even affects gas mileage. Don't trust your tires to just anybody. Choose Freeway Tire to handle all your vehicle maintenance, including regular tire checks and rotation. When it comes to your vehicle, choose the team that really knows tires. Freeway Tire in Evanston. Stop in today.
Top of the 6th, Anthony Colasuono live inside the Union broadcast booth. As it will be a pinch hitter in for O.C. Burns. It'll be Corbin Adams-Kuhn up for the Pocatello Rebels. After that, Gavin Christensen. Actually, it looks like we'll have on deck actually Camden Reynolds instead. And then in the hole, and it'll start the order once again. That'll be Fabian Alavos. Top of the 6th. Valerio starting here against Adams-Kuhn. Valerio with the offering, and Kuhn swings at the 0-1. 0-1 count here. Top of the 6th, and possibly the last 3 outs for the Pocatello Rebels, depending on how quick the top of the 6th goes, and also the bottom of the 6th for Rock Springs. But we're in a point here where no new inning can be started after 2 hours. Game started at 3:30 p.m. right now. It's 5:05 p.m. local time here in Pocatello. 0-2 count here for Adams-Kuhn. Valerio with the offering in the dirt. 1-2. Good eye by the batter. So say Pocatello goes out quickly or takes maybe about 10 minutes, it'll be around 5:16, 5:17. So a lot of time dynamics here is Rock Springs, they don't want to take all the time in the world. Say Pocatello is successful and they come back from behind, then Rock Springs will not be able to bat. But at the same point in time, say Pocatello goes out quickly, they'll want Rock Springs to go quickly as well. Kuhn Adams with a grounder towards Oliver, and that leaks through as Sagastumi picks it up. And it will be a single for the pinch hitter. Only the 3rd hit Valerio has allowed in relief of Preston Harvey. Harvey gave up 3 hits, 4 runs, 1 earned, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Camden Reynolds in a pinch hit, sends one into left field and caught by Zadi. The throw to first, bobbled by Reese. As what a throw from Zadi in left field, as that almost got back. As Kuhn Adams led off quite a bit, had to hustle basically back from second base. Fabian Alavos starts the top of the lineup once again here in the 6th. 1 out. Avalos pops one up. The right fielder Harmon running after it. Cannot make the diving grab. Kuhn Adams-Kuhn, correction, will hustle to second base. And now runners on first and second. Avalos representing the game-winning run at first base. Cash Williams to the plate, 0 for 3 on the day. Last time flew out to right field. Williams. Valerio keeps an eye on the runner at second. 0-1 as Williams did come around on the swing. 5-4 in favor of the Stallions here in the top of the 6th. The 0-1 offering in the dirt. 1-1. One on the top of the 6th. Even 1-1. Valerio nods. Checks the runner at first. Checks the runner at second. Pick-off attempt, and instead Valerio will pump fake. And goes off the bump, and now will go back to the rubber. One here, one out, top of the 6th. Valerio with the 1-1. Williams sends a shot to right field. Harmon gets the ball. 1 run will come around, and we have a tied ball game here in the top of the 5th, and it was the pinch hitter, Corbin Adams-Kuhn, that scores the run, an RBI single for Cash Williams. So now it is 5-5 here in the top of the 6th. As now a mound discussion here, as right now one of the coaches talking to Valerio as a RBI single for Williams into right field. As a pinch hitter that began the top of the 6th, Corbin Adams-Kuhn comes around to score after he got on base with a single. Up to the plate here will be Jonathan Adams. 1 for 3 on the day. Got on base with a single in the 3rd and ended up rounding the bases. 1 out here in the top of the 6th. And right now, the go-ahead run for the Rebels at second base, as right now it's 5-11. This game started at 5:30. Granted, it's the top of the inning, so Rock Springs will still get a chance to bat. Valerio looking at the runner in at second in Avalos. Ball 1 called. Adams resets here in the box. 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Valerio gets set, and the throw back to Sagasumi at second. Not in time. 5-5 game. Crucial situation here for Jonathan Adams. If he puts one through, you could see Avalos, who has some speed on him. He could come home and give Pocatello the lead. Well, Adams will foul that one off. 1-1 here. 1 out, top of the 6th. Runners on first and second. 5-5 score. Valerio looks back at the runner first in Williams. Looks at Avalos at second. Delivers the 1-1 and smacked into left field. Zotti with a good throw back to third baseman Garner, as now the bases are loaded. As now Max Leday up to the plate here with 1 out on the top of the 6th. 5-5 the score. Leday 0 for 2 on the day. Was able to get on base in the 3rd with a walk. Also rounded the bases. Ball 1 called. As right now Valerio needs to shake off the run that tied the game and try to get the batter to swing something. Maybe try to roll a double play here. As a runner going straight home. Throw goes over the catcher. And now it's 6-5 in favor of Pocatello. Valerio wasn't paying attention to the runner at third, who was Avalos. And he comes in to score and gives the Rebels a lead.
That's good heads-up base. That's good heads-up base running right there, just because Valerio cannot come home until he completes that 3-tap step. It's good recognition down there at third, stealing home, taking the lead.
6-5 here in favor of the Rebels. Williams at third, Adams at second. Leday in the box. Leday fouls one off as Thump will pause here, as that did catch a part of Leday. Did end up right in front of Valerio, and he was ready to throw it to first.
No, it's a good job jumping off the mound. You play through it because you never know. There's no instant replay, so if it's missed, you throw him out at first, you get the out, but it did hit him in the foot.
Valerio with the 1-1. Good block by Bledsoe. Now 2-1. One out here in the top of the 6th. Williams at third. Adams at second. Both runners in scoring position. Valerio keeps an eye on the runner at third. The 2-1. Leday pops one up, and that goes out of play. Is that a...
I think I got the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, it hit the roof. Never mind. That makes far more sense.
Big old clanks to hit the one at the top of the sheds nearby. Even 2-2. Rebels have took the lead from behind. 2 runs have come across here in the top of the 6th. Popped up, Bledsoe. Running after that one, leans back and gets out number 2.
It's a great job. Once you get, that's a real tough play. We talked about that earlier in the game. That pop-up, that ball tends to spin back towards the field. Good job getting back. Obviously, that ball being behind you, but catches at home. You want to try to make sure that you're looking towards the backstop when you're trying to catch that ball. Makes it a little bit easier on yourself versus when you're looking out towards the field, the ball feels like it's going away from you.
Austin Anderson to the plate. 1 of 2 on the day. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Valerio kicks and fires, and Anderson will foul off the first offering. 0-1. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. 5:17 the time, but Rock Springs will have a chance to bat around as they are the home team in this matchup. Valerio looks at his wrist, puts his back foot on the rubber. The 0-1 and fouled back. Now 0-2. Runners on at second and third here for the Rebels. The winner moves on to tomorrow's matchup, as the loser will be sent home packing. The 0-2 fire from Valerio, chopped straight to Dustin Reese on a line out. And that will end the top of the 6th. We'll move to the bottom of the 6th after the break. This is the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Pocatello Wood Bat Tournament here on MyLocalRadio.com and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
With 25 years of successful industry experience, Mountain West Business Solutions looks forward to providing all of our customers with exceptional service, industry-leading technology, and a one-of-a-kind buying experience. Having your office equipped with the right technology makes all the difference in the world. With a lower cost per print, we will supply you with the right technology for the best price. Great people, great products, and great service. Mountain West Business Solutions.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
Bottom of the 6th, Anthony Colasuono alongside Aaron Poling here as the Rebels have the lead here. 2 runs in the top of the 6th, and now they've came back from behind as they look to advance. Rebels the 7th seed, Rock Springs the 2nd seed. And fouled off by Maddox Ice. He leads off here in the bottom of the 6th. Landon Oliver on deck. Steve Harmon in the hole. Uribe still on the mound here for Pocatello. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Pretty good game on the other side. 5-3 as they head. Looks like they're in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Ice sends one into left field and caught by Christensen for out number 1. This game started at 3:30, is 5:20 right now. So this is possibly the last inning here as Rock Springs are now down to their last 2 outs.
Well, it depends on how long the inning goes.
Fouled off by Oliver as that hit the top of it, and some plywood splinters out.
Yeah. It's a unique sound with the plywood back there.
Right.
You don't hear it real often when you hear someone following back.
The 0-1. Now 1-1 the count here. No one on base. Bottom of the 6th, 1 out. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Uribe gets set, throws a 1-2, and that is fouled off. One, 2 ahead here for Oliver and 1 out. Oliver screams one into left field. That will drop for a 1-out single. And now the potential tying run on first.
That's a real smart play out there in left field. You know, it's human nature to want to try to dive and make that catch, but, you know, if you dive and you miss it, that's an extra 90 feet. Now that tying run's at second base. You know, you want to try to prevent that, but, well, now that player's coming to the mound, so he's going to get an opportunity to prevent that.
Yeah. As Gavin Christensen will now be the relief pitcher here. We'll take a break and step aside. This is the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Pocatello Wood Bat Classic here on MyLocalRadio.com and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Serving the Bridger Valley since 1987, Bridger Valley Motors are your engine repair experts. Along with engine repair, Bridger Valley Motors offers towing services, tire alignments, brake repairs, and more. Visit Bridger Valley Motor at 217 North Main Street in Lyman.
Using the old-fashioned country tradition of barn building, Martin Sheds uses the time-honored construction techniques handed down from generation to generation. For quality, care, and attention to detail, contact Martin Sheds at 307-679-8187 to get a quote today.
Sell or buy your home with a realtor you can trust. At Cowboy State Realty, we are dedicated to helping you with all your real estate needs. At Cowboy State Realty, we are working for you. Call us at 307-200-4332 to schedule an appointment today.
The town of Mountain View is located in the historic Bridger Valley and serves as the gateway to the high Uintas. With a panoramic view of the rugged Uinta peaks, you feel like you're in paradise. Our town park and scenic river walk offer a safe place for rest and relaxation. Looking for a great place to live?
Bottom of the 6th here. Popped up by Harmon, and that and caught for out number 2. A close call there, as it looked like Anderson may not got the glove on it, but did.
That was almost one of those where the second baseman is backing up, so even if it does fall, I think they at least get one out. But hey, good play there by the first baseman, coming off the bag and making the play.
Landon Oliver at first, representing the game-tying run, as Jackson Reese to the plate here, representing the go-ahead run that could win it the game for Rock Springs.
New pitcher on the mound is Camden Reynolds.
Excuse me, Reynolds.
Correct?
We thought it was Christensen. It looks like it is Reynolds. Yep, it is number 2, Camden Reynolds.
But back to that play that Reynolds made out in left field before he came on to pitch. Discretion sometimes is the better part of valor.
Reese drops one into left, gets past the left fielder. Runners moving along. Oliver hustling home and is safe, dives in, and we have a tied 6-6 ball game.
It's now an even bigger play with a tie game now, where if he dives after that, doesn't get it, gets by him, that runner's on second.
A RBI double for Jackson Reese. As now a 6-6 ball game and the go-ahead run at second base. Hayden Bledsoe to the dish here. On deck is Jason Sagastumi if we get to that point. Bledsoe 0 for 2 on the day. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Reynolds blew the fastball by him.
Here, Rocky Ronnie Knight's got to relax down at third base side.
Bledsoe chops one off earlier on in the game. Rocky said something about being relaxed and hits good baseballs. Some wise wisdom from Rocky Rondinelli.
And he's like one of the few coaches we can hear in the crowd mic, though, so that's why we know what he's saying.
Ball gets away from the catcher and Mason Anderson, and Jackson Reese moves up another 90 feet to third base. 1-2 here, the count.
But the reason for that is you dream of this situation your entire life playing baseball, regardless of the side you're on. And sometimes when you step into that box, you might not have adrenaline ever, but you step into this situation, that adrenaline just kicks in.
Yeah.
And you overswing a bit.
6-6, 5:26 local time. Ball outside 2-2. As time closing in, this could be the potential win, or we move to the top of the 7th. Bledsoe sends one into center field. Reese will come home. 7-6 the score in favor of the Stallions.
Now 5:27 left to go. This is an important at-bat in this game. As you know, it's the last game of the day over here on this field. I'd honestly love to see them play 7. Just finish this thing out. This has been such an entertaining ball game between two teams that are just out here battling and grinding and having fun, trying to stay alive.
Great game. This is what baseball is right here, as Sagastumi takes strike 1.
That'd be ready in the box, but pitcher's not wasting any time.
Sagastumi out to the shortstop, Avalos. The throw not in time.
No, they got him.
No, got him.
What a throw.
Wow.
That's a great play.
Out number 3, as looks like as both teams, as Pocatello pausing out here.
It's on the umpires. 5:28, let's go.
And it looks like we'll go
play
to the top of the 7th. We'll take a quick break here. This is the First Bank of Wyoming production of the 2024 Pocatello Woodbat Classic here on MyLocalRadio.com and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Buying or selling is a simple process if you're working with the right real estate agent. This is Bobby Dalzall, broker with Big Country Properties. We have agents serving both Lincoln and Uintah counties that can assist you with all of your real estate needs. We are the top listing and selling brokerage in the Bridger Valley and strive to be honest, hardworking, and thorough. Whether buying or selling, we make it happen. Call us today at Big Country Properties, 307-782-3556.
I don't know about you, but every time I go to the grocery store, I'm filled with anxiety. Do I have enough money? Meat prices have doubled. How can I ever work on food storage when I can hardly afford food for this week? Wyoming Wild Meats and Lyman is the solution. Weekly specials are posted on Facebook. Beef, pork, chicken for one meal or a mixed order to fill the freezer. You will find quality Gosner cheese and milk products and delicious bread. Because overhead is low, the savings are passed to every customer. Wyoming Wild Meats, offering fresh domestic meats.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a game on our hands here at the top of the 7th. Anthony Colasuono alongside Aaron Poling here in the Union broadcast booth. As Rock Springs were trailing 6-5 to begin the bottom of the 6th, and they rally back, now up 7-6 as the ref says we're going to continue on because the inning ended at 5:28. 2 minutes spare now, fully 5:30 p.m. But they're going to give Pocatello one more chance to bat, as Rock Springs is the home team, so if they're ahead at the end of this, no reason, game over, and we'll see what happens.
This is for a spot in the semifinals in an elimination game.
Yeah.
I have absolutely no problem with them continuing to play this. I love that they're continuing to play this just because you want this definitive winner.
Also, this is the last game here at this field, so they could go on forever, and we need a winner. There can't be no tie.
Now 8-3 over their Wolverines on the other side.
Mason Anderson to the plate. Steps out of the way. Ball 1. Valerio still on the mound here for the Stallions. Gave up 2 runs in the top of the 6th. Ball 2.
You got to calm down here. Come to the zone. You do not want to walk that leadoff guy. And if I'm at the plate right here, I mean, it's not a bad idea. Maybe force him to throw a strike if you're Anderson.
Mason Anderson, the catcher in today's matchup. 0 for 2 on the day. Anderson smacks one towards right field. Harmon racing after way into foul ground. 2-1.
That seemed like it was down the first baseline off the bat, but it continued to tail away. That's a pretty good pitch to get back into the count for Valerio. If you're Anderson, just a little behind that one, where if you can barrel that up and just be a little bit quicker to that ball, you can play pepper with that first base line. That's almost 2 bags guaranteed.
Anderson. Resets here in the box. A 2-1 offering from Valerio. Now a 2-2.
Now you got Joker to protect at the plate. Got to continue to grind and continue to battle. A lot of these times, these outs here in the last half inning are the toughest to get just because the batter's in protect mode.
The 2-2. Valerio pumps and fires. Anderson sends one out into left field and foul.
Now he's flirting with both lines now. I mean, you see they choked up on the bat, and the reason why it's protect mode, obviously batter goes in protect mode 2 strikes earlier in the game, but it's tenfold here in the 7th inning just because you're down to your final 3 outs, and players understand that you have to grind these ones out.
Valerio motions through the 2-2 outside, now a full count.
Heck of an at-bat for Anderson to start the inning. If anything, force him to throw more pitches.
Full count here, 7-6 in favor of the Stallions. Valerio kicks and fires a 3-2 and fouled off by Anderson. He survives.
That's a great at-bat going.
This is the top of the 7th at-bat here where game is on the line. Win and you advance, lose and you go home.
This is a grind. This is a great at-bat. This is a lot of fun. This is what baseball's all about.
Full count here, 3-2. 7-6 the score in favor of Rock Springs. That ball high for ball 4. Gets away from the catcher and Bledsoe. Runs back in time, and Anderson will take first base.
That's an incredible at-bat. You know, you got ahead 2-0, and then you got two really tough pitches, 2-0, 2-1. Then you follow off another tough pitches, and you get yourself walked. That's what you need if you're the Rebels on this side. That's a great at-bat.
It's now a mound meeting here between both sides in the stipulation of this contest. As I pull up the results, the winner of this game will take on will take on Madison, at 10:30 a.m. here tomorrow at Hawthorne Field. As the other matchup, Malad won against Evanston earlier on, so they'll take the winner of Stansbury versus Wood River. That's supposed to start at 6 p.m. over at Halliwell Field.
On the mound for Valerio, you cannot fall behind 2-0 again. That's kind of, I don't want to say it's where the at-bat was lost, but you fall behind. Now you got to grind to get back. Yeah. Got to jump out ahead of this batter.
Tying run at first.
Falling behind almost takes out the possibility of getting an out with the pitch outside of the zone.
Absolutely. Tying run at first. Go ahead run at the plate. Swing and a miss. Strike one as Uribe getting focused here once again. Walks back into the box.
Interesting. Uribe's biting on his shirt sleeve. Reason for that is it helps the batter keep your head on the ball. Sometimes you have the tendency to pull the head off the ball. Saw this in I think it was the Softball World Series about 10 years ago. It's a really interesting tactic.
0-1. Uribe pops one up. Bledsoe trying to run out that one as that falls out of play. 0-2. As if it was a situation where that was in play and Bledsoe caught it. The runner in Anderson was already at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was a steal or maybe even a hit and run. If you're Valerio on the mound, you got to give that runner a check. The last thing you want to do is allow a steal of second base to allow that runner to get over to scoring position. There's a lot of room on that right-hand side, especially with that first baseman holding on the runner.
0-2. Mason Anderson at first, got on base with a walk. No outs here in the top of the 7th. There with the 0-2 offering. Runner goes. And Anderson too quick and gets to second.
Yeah, it was stolen off of the pitcher. Not really much the catcher could do. He decided to eat it. So the worst thing you want to do is rush a throw it into center field. Now they're 90 feet away from tying it.
Runner in scoring position for the Rebels. 1-2 offering ahead. Valerio looks back at the runner in Anderson at second. The 1-2. Uribe smacks one into left field. Zotti with the catch and out number 1.
Yeah, I put pretty good wood on that one. Just missed it. Gets a little bit more on top of it. It's more of a line drive as he was all over that pitch.
And now Corbin Adams-Kuhn up to the plate. Came in replacement of O.C. Burns in the top of the 6th. One out here in the 7th. Runner on second base. Valerio pitches high up. Bledsoe with a very athletic catch to reach up and grab it. 1-0.
Yeah, I put a star next to the first pitch of that at bat. That's a great play behind the plate.
As Bledsoe going to talk to Valerio and Adams-Kuhn going to talk to the manager of the Pocatello Rebels. Both sides disperse. And now we get set here once again. Adams-Kuhn enters the box. Runner on second and Mason Anderson. 7-6 the score in favor of Rock Springs. 1-0 offering ahead. Valerio fires. Strike one as Adams Kuhn had the bunt lined up, but the ball sails right past the bat. 1-1.
I'll try to bunt this one down the third baseline. Force that third baseman to have to come in on the ball. That'll allow that runner to move over. If you're the Stallions, if they do bunt that runner over, after you throw it to first, you have to come off the bag ready to fire home. Good chance they might send the runner.
1-1 offering head, 1 out in the top of the 7th. Adams Kuhn pops one up. Chasing is the third baseman in Garner, but that goes out of play. 1-2.
He's out in front of that one. If you're on the mound, if you have something a little bit slower than what you just threw, you should probably go to that. As Adams Kuhn was just out in front of that one. He's got to sit back just a little bit.
1-2 offering head, top of the 7th, 1 out. 7-6 score in favor of Rock Springs. Looks back at the runner at second. Valero fires the 1-2. And good play from Garner at the hot corner. And automatically threw it back to Sagastumi. The runner is safe at second.
That's a good job by Sagastumi. That throw is in the dirt. He runs over and he plays catcher. If that ball gets by, put yourself in a precarious situation where it could be that runner moves all the way to third. Now it's just 90 feet away. Puts a little more pressure on the pitcher and the catcher to make sure one doesn't get away.
Camden Reynolds to the plate here. 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Pocatello down to their last out. Game tying run at second. Reynolds representing the go-ahead run. Valerio. Strike one called. Now Pocatello down to their last 2 strikes. Reynolds. Gets set. Valerio nods his head. Agrees with the sign. The 0-1, 2 outs. Fouled off, and now Pocatello down to their last strike.
It's a good job by Valerio getting way ahead. Now you can go anywhere with this 0-2 pitch.
Very much so, as high risk.
You don't necessarily want to bounce a breaking ball, but I think you want to start one at about the thighs. Break it off the plate, see if you can get a swing. You don't want to give up the hit 0-2 here. If you're batting, if you can poke one to that right side, there is a lot of room in between the first baseman and the second baseman.
The 0-2.
He did just that.
Gets away. It's 1-2.
That's a pretty good 0-2 pitch.
Baseball genius and Aaron Poling.
No, I wouldn't say genius.
Very knowledgeable about the game.
It's just, you watch the game enough. Things happen in cycles, and, 0-2, you don't want to give up a hit, and you don't want to groove a fastball. You're throwing 2 fastballs. That's a good pitch because now it shows the batter something besides your fastball, and when you go back to it, that fastball is going to look a little bit different. Now the hitter has to respect both fastball and curveball.
Reynolds calls for time for a second.
Well, game's over on the other side.
Recomposes himself here. 1-2. 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Pocatello down to their last strike. Winner moves on to the semifinal of the silver bracket. Down low, 2-2, even count.
That's a pretty good baseball right there. Good pitch, good take. You're at the plate right now. You fall behind 0-2. You battle back. You've evened it up. You're on the mound. You still don't have to give into the zone.
Runner on second in scoring position. That is Mason Anderson. The game-tying run. Camden Reynolds representing the go-ahead run. The 2-2 in the dirt. Now a full count. Everyone here in the crowd holding their breath.
Yeah, this kind of feels like a game that would come down to a pitch like this. This is a great at-bat from Reynolds. He fell behind 0-2. The only thing you can really do is try to grind it out, and that's what he's done.
Bledsoe and Valerio talking on the mound here. Reynolds will take the trot back to the batter's box. Winner stays, loser goes home. Survive and advance. Valerio stands ready. Reynolds ready as well. 3-2, 2 outs, top of the 7th. The offering hit a little blooper. Oliver Fields to the throw to first in time for Reese, and that will do it. Rock Springs advances on to the semifinals.
That was a great play there coming across by Oliver. As that ball looked like once it lands behind the mound, that's such a tough play coming across. As this was a tremendous baseball game. Hats off to both teams. They really grinded. This is a lot of fun.
And that will do it. After the break, we'll have the post-game show, starting with the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap. This is the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2022 Pocatello Wood Bat Classic here on MyLocalRadio.com, K9, and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
The best trips away from home always come when you know you're among friends. This is Coulter Patterson, General Manager at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. I invite you to stay with us every time you're here. We've got the absolute best staff. Lots of our team members have been working together for years, and we feel like we're a happy family. I guarantee you'll feel that when you come stay with us. We're always glad that you choose the Come On In, and we'll do everything to make your stay comfortable and relaxing. The Come On In Hotel and Suites is the best place to stay because we have the best staff in Casper. Come on in today.
The strategic plan for Uintah County School District Number 4 states, through collaboration with the entire learning community, our mission is to instill problem-solving skills in our students that will translate to a rapidly changing global environment. We work to accomplish this by constantly improving student achievement, improving student academic and behavioral skills with a district that operates efficiently and effectively. Uintah County School District Number 4, excellence in teaching, opportunity through learning.
Fast, fresh, delicious. 3 words that describe your experience every time you enjoy a delicious meal with Jimmy John's. Utilizing the freshest ingredients, home-baked bread, and professional sandwich building skills, the team at Jimmy John's always delivers a mouth-watering sandwich to satisfy any hunger. Jimmy John's. Freaky fast, freaky fresh. Visit any of our locations today in Evanston, Rock Springs, Sheridan, and Gillette.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
Western Wyoming Beverages has been proudly owned and operated in Wyoming for over 50 years, providing reliable service, friendly staff, and the nation's top beverage products, including Pepsi. We always strive to be the premier business partner for our customers. Western Wyoming Beverages services Rock Springs, Green River, Jackson, Evanston, Kemmer, Pinedale, Wamsutter, Big Piney, Mountain View, and Lyman. Go Red Devils!
Ready is committed to providing superior services to our customers by requiring individual accountability for excellence in quality, safety, and dependability. We are a growing company that is currently hiring across Wyoming, Colorado, Texas, Nevada, Idaho, and elsewhere. Our valued team members receive competitive wages, full benefits, and weekly pay. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
Out here, we've always worked to promote. Out here, stress usually refers to the pull on a rope. Where a stroll in the city is also a stroll in the great outdoors. Where work is a way of life, and life is good. Out here, the backyards are big, and the deals, they're even bigger. This is southwestern Wyoming, and it's where you can get the biggest deals on a vehicle you want with plenty of hometown hospitality. Heritage Auto, your hometown dealer with the biggest deals.
Life is made up of moments. We care about those moments as much as you do. We are Modern Woodmen, a fraternal financial services organization, member-owned, not stockholder-run. Since 1883, we've supported families, strengthened communities, and helped people reach their financial goals. From protection to saving to retirement planning, let us help you plan for those special moments in your life.
Welcome back live inside the Union broadcast booth. Anthony Colasuono here for the post-game show. 7-6, the final in favor of Rock Springs. They move on. They'll face Madison tomorrow here at 10:30 a.m. at Hawthorne Field. As the other matchup, Malad will face the winner of Wood River versus Stansbury in the silver bracket. Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. The scoring breakdown. Rock Springs led 1-0 after the first inning. The Rebels took the lead 2-1, and then Rock Springs tied it up at the bottom of the second 2-2. And then the Rebels in the top of the third took a 4-2 lead. Rock Springs responded back with 3 unearned runs, 5-4 the score. And then in the top of the sixth, the Rebels took a 6-5 lead. Rock Springs responded back with 2 runs of their own, making it 7-6. And then the Rebels went out in the top of the seventh, and the win for Rock Springs 7-6. That's Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap, and the Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the Game is for Fabian Alvos, who stole home after the pitcher, Damian Valerio, didn't pay attention to Avalos that third, and Avalos scored home with a catcher right in front of them to give the Rebels a 6-5 lead. And that is the Dr. McCain Franklin Precision Play of the Game. And the Pepsi Player of the Game presented by Western Wyoming Beverages. Everything is better with Pepsi. Who was better today? And that honor from Rock Springs goes to Jackson Reese, who went 1 of 3 with a 2 RBI double to help Rock Springs rally back. He is the Pepsi Player of the Game presented by Western Wyoming Beverages. Everything is better with Pepsi, and Jackson Reese was better today. That'll wrap it up as the final game here on Friday from Hawthorne Field. Anthony Colasuono, and for my coworker Aaron Poling, signing out from Pocatello, Idaho. Goodbye and good night.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. Thank you for joining us for this sports presentation on MyLocalRadio.com.